Alright, we've got us a crawl space clean out this time, which actually, this is some of the best ways to do it anyway, because you're going to see a lot more of the pipe. We're going to see pretty much the entire main drain line of the house. As long as we can get through there, make sure there's no problem. I've had the water running for a while in the kitchen, so nothing's backed up on me so far, so we must have okay flow. And we've had the home inspection done, and they didn't tell me anything was wrong with the flow, so let's see what we got. Hopefully we're in good shape here. This one should be pretty simple. Alright, we're catching the kitchen right there. Alright, there'd be probably another bathroom. Okay. Let's get on out. We're outside of the house now. Out in the yard. Let's see if we can get to the main. Looks like we've got good flow, nothing crazy. A little bit of build up, but don't worry about that. That's just part of, it's a sewer, you know, sewer line. That's normal. It's not bad. Don't see any water standing anywhere. Alright, got a joint here. Maybe a little bit of, there's just build up. Yeah, I think that's just build up. That's okay. That's okay. Almost thought it was a root for a second, but no, I think that's just a little build up. I'll get a better look when I get back to the office on the big screen. It's kind of hard to see with this little screen sometimes. Good. Still looks like we're flowing. Nice and easy. Alright, here's a clean out. This should drop us down to the main here. Alright, yeah, there's your drop down. There's the connection. Don't want to go much further. Every now and then you get this drop down that far in the pipe, I can't really get it further. Got a little bit of a lip right there. Yeah, that's going to drop us down to the main. A little bit of an offset right there, but that's okay. Alright, so we got some cast iron pipe there at the main at one time. Looks like, yep. So there's a cast iron junction right here. Probably won't be able to get past that. A little bit. Alright, now that's down at the main. Alright, we've got 100 feet. Did have a cast iron joint there. Alright, there's the drop down. Alright. And there we go, that's the main like junction there. Holding tank. So no, what is this septic tank? It might be septic tank. Sometimes there'll be a holding tank in these main lines, but that might actually be a septic tank. Oh no, there's the main. It's flowing. So there's the main at about 112 feet. Everything looked good. You do have a little cast iron junction there, but it looked okay. It wasn't stopping anything. I think we're okay, but it's something to know about. I'll cut the water off so we can drag it back, and we'll see Make sure we don't have anything hung up on the way back or any broken at the bottom. Alright, got the water cut off. Got to sanitize real quick. We'll pull back. See what we got. Get a little bit clearer view of the bottom sometimes this way, but I think it's going to be pretty good. This one seemed to go pretty well. Alright, get positioned right. It looks like your main is about 112 feet away or so from the clean out point here up underneath the house. Didn't see any kind of backing up, didn't see any kind of intrusions I could tell. Now on the way back we're going to look for water standing. If we pull this camera back through a bunch of water, that means there's a pitch problem, a belly or somewhere in the pipe, but I didn't see anything like that going through there. I think we're going to be pretty good on this one. We do have a cast iron joint though coming up. Here we go. So it's part of the pipe that's cast iron, but it looks pretty good. So, you know, I think it's a part of a clean out somewhere. This might be clean out up towards the street, right there at the street. So, but it doesn't look like it's causing any problem. A little tiny bit of water sitting right there in that connection there, but in that fitting. But that's not a big problem, I don't think. It's not hurting any flow. Don't see anything getting hung up there. Nice and smooth. And I'll examine a little bit closer when I get it back to the office on a bigger screen. But from what I can tell, everything looks nice and smooth. No issues, not dragging any water. Don't see any kind of cracks or breaks or anything. No intrusions. Here's the kitchen. I'll get a closer look at that whenever I get back. Could be a little bit of a crack there at the bottom, but also can be sometimes hair, and it'll kind of float up a little bit. I should be able to get a better look when I get back to the office, and I'll zoom in on it. Sometimes hair will kind of clump up like that.